What's up, YouTube? Welcome out to Take a Hike with Jim. Of course, it makes me your boy Jim, aka YaKnow. And this morning, I know one thing: it's dang cold, right? So first and foremost, a lot of this is gonna look familiar today. This is not the walk we had planned today, but the roads and the back roads here are significantly worse. I couldn't get to the area that I want to do for a trail, but I still wanted to walk a trail full gear. So that's what we're going to do, right? So another familiar hike, once again, the park loop. Y'all have seen it before, but I don't know that you've seen it at 24 degrees. The wind is blowing. It's significantly colder than it was yesterday. Once again, we're going in with a full pack. So about 23 to 24 pounds on our back, wearing all of our winter gear, and go from there. So today's going to be just a nice video of walk and talk and going from there, right? So with that being said, because I gave somebody so much distress yesterday, let's put this up. Let's pause the video, let's get our gloves on, and let's get trapped. All right. So like I said, it's a little cold. It's about 24 degrees. Looks like somebody broke trail this morning. 25 degrees, I think, is what my watch is saying. And it's a little bit colder. Good news, we got our tripod fixed. Great news is we found our microphone. Bad news is we still can't use the microphone because we don't know where to hook it as far as with having all the gear on. So, just is what it is. So, we went over conditions a little bit. If you don't mind, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us, would you? If you've been liking the content on the channel, been liking the videos, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Today's a very special edition from your boy right here, YaKnow. Happy Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day. Your boy here is a veteran himself, having served in U.S. Army and the Army National Guard, right? So Operation Iraqi Freedom, 2003, 2004 was my wartime active duty time. And yeah, so special edition today. Happy Veterans Day. All right, so obviously conditions today. Ollie, what's the weather like out there on the trail? It's cold. Thank you, Ollie. Now back to Jim. So, so it is cold, and we do have snow, and it don't look like a lot of the trail has been broken. Some of it. So we're gonna walk. We're gonna have a good time. We're just gonna have a conversation today. Today's not about the trail and the view. Today's about conversation, right? And we'll get some views of some of the winter stuff here. I planned on an elevation hike today. That was what was on the calendar. That's what was on the agenda. I did try to get there in my vehicle. Like I said, the roads are significantly worse than they were yesterday. It don't look like we got much more snow. Got about 2 more inches than what we had. But the thing is, for some reason, a lot of the undersnow melted, and the roads are ice and it's cold and different things. So we're supposed to have some really good weather this week at some point. So we'll be able to get down there and do that elevation hike that we're looking for. Now, this is brand new. How many times have y'all seen me do this video and do this trail? This tree was not down. That's a widowmaker that happened to come down. We walk this trail all the time. Matter of fact, we walked it 2 days ago. This tree was not here, and this bad boy came tumbling down, right? Just goes to show you, always got to have your head on a swivel. It looks like that this one right here could go probably next. That one right there. So Always keeping your head on a swivel and different things like that when you're out here walking and trekking. So I appreciate each and every one of our subscribers, each and every one of the ones that comment, leaving constructive criticism and real good comments. I tell you, I couldn't be happier with this backpack. It it just fits so snug, and it fits, I feel like, the way it should be, but what do I know? We might even get to see a deer today. It's cold enough too. But it's not that I'm getting sick cough. That's just a sinus of congestion cough. So, excuse me, apologize for that. But anyway, today, let's get a picture of this. Coming up through there. Beautiful. I just wanted to, today's not about a whole lot of views. It's not about whatever. It's just about getting out, getting on trail, and getting in a few miles of training anyway, right? So, yeah. Telling you, ain't nothing like a view from my office. So, pretty decent winds. Got to keep our head on the swivel when it comes to trees. Obviously, going back here from 2 days ago, that was not down. It is down now. So, you never know. The woods, the trees, they tend to have their own way of doing things. But once again, this is not what I intended for a hike today. But we'll take it. So, let's talk gear, baby. We got some time, right? We got a trip. We got a trail here. We take our time. We set our own pace. We slow down when we have to. We stop when we have to. Let's talk gear. So, for those of you that do not know, one of my layers, my mid layer, is a Sky Goat hoodie. Let me tell you something. If you do not own a Sky Goat hoodie, and they are not sponsoring me any way, shape, or form, but if you do not own a Sky Goat hoodie, you have no idea what you're missing. None. The Sky Goat hoodie is phenomenal. Phenomenal hoodie. All right? So, this thing, when I'm just out in the yard, this morning sweeping off the car, it was like 21 degrees. Had my mid layer on, or my base layer. Had my Sky Goat hoodie on. I was just fine. So, I decided, when I came out through this hike, I was like, I'm gonna wear just my Sky Go hoodie with my base layer. But the wind over here on the gorge is a little more than I want it to be. So, the puffy that I'm wearing is like a natural windbreaker as well. The material. Let's look around. And Enlightened Equipment, the Tenant men's jacket, Torrent. I said Tenant. Men's Torrent jacket from Enlightened Equipment. Here's my puffy shell. So, I wanted to talk gear because I appreciate each and everybody's comments and helping me out and constructive criticism and suggestions. And listen, one of the areas we're just going to have to disagree a lot of times is going to be when it comes to gear. So, I gotta put my mask on my face real quick. So the sound might sound a little bit muffled, but I had to get my mask back up and pull my mask down for a minute. It's relatively colder. Sorry about all the shakiness than it was yesterday. I think it's because of the wind. So get our mask on. So if it's muffled, I'm sorry. I don't mean it to be. But anyway, that ain't gonna work. I'm eating the mask. So it's about to suck it up. No pain, no gain, no main. Suck it up, princess. But anyway, gear's gonna be one of those areas where we're just gonna have to, a lot of times, agree to disagree. And yeah, because, give you an example. Somebody saw on my video that I was wearing my puffy jacket yesterday because it's freaking cold. Shouldn't wear your puffy jacket in a day when you're hiking. It's for sleeping on. Maybe for you. Kudos, my hat's off to you. If I'm cold, my freaking puffy jacket's going on. Now, if that means in the long run that I need to have 2 puffy jackets, then by all means, I'll order me another one. I'll keep it in the bottom of my bag. I'll walk in one during the day, and then at night I'll have one to switch out to. Not worried about it. And I'm not putting this person or these people down who's been saying this stuff about gear. I appreciate their comments, and I see where they're going and why. But if I'm cold, I'm wearing my freaking jacket. If it's raining and I'm wet, I'm wearing my freaking poncho. It's that simple. All right? So, this is one of those areas where we'll have to agree to disagree. Like, I don't know if y'all watch other thru hikers. No, I assume that you do. And I can't technically call myself thru hiker yet. Keyword being yet. But one of the thru hikers I watch is a young lady by the name of Beer and Beautiful Places. Don't know if y'all have watched her or not. She made an absolute great thru hike on the Appalachian Trail. She's got good videos uploaded afterwards. And you know what I saw her do on a video I was watching last night? It was absurd. I mean, you ain't gonna believe what she did. She cooked in her cooking pot. What? No way. Right? In the words of that guy. Hey. So, in saying that, you can heat up water We'll let these nice folks go around us here real quick because we're slower. Yeah, I'll let y'all go around. I'm slower. All right, let him get a little bit ahead since we're a little bit slower, and then we'll continue on, right? Then we'll continue on. But anyway, she cooked in her cooking pot. Can you believe that? There's people that's told me, Jim, you shouldn't cook in your cooking pot. You should only heat water, which I agree. I could boil water, pour it in whatever, and a lot of times we eating tuna, chicken, things of that nature, right? So, what am I even worried about? But, in saying that, I want to cook in my pot. There's nothing that says I can't cook in my pot. Nothing. So, I've had people that have given me real sound advice. Know the difference between camping and hiking. Know the difference between if you're doing this or if it's a vacation. Know what your reason why is. I've had people comment and say, watch your athletic level. Make sure that you're doing the exercise. All good advice from everybody. That's why I love my channel, man. My support group here, you guys are phenomenal. Trust me, I'm listening to what you say. Some of it I take in consideration. Some of it I don't. Some of it I try. Some of it I don't. The walking the extra miles and treadmill thing, phenomenal advice. Ooh, look at that. Wow. The wanting to know your why. And is it camping? Is it hiking? Is this a journey? What is it that you're doing this for? Good advice. Know your why. You know, lots of good people, lots of positive comments. Not trying to call anybody out. So if you feel like I'm calling you out, or for lack of better terms, bitching, I'm not. I'm very, very much thankful for you, your comments, your guidance, your support. You know, there was somebody said, well, being that you got it all figured out. I don't have it all figured out. I just don't. I'm new. I don't have nothing figured out. I'm learning all kind of stuff. Like my one friend that hikes it, she's on Facebook. Me and her hooked up on Facebook. When I say hooked up, we talked on Facebook. There ain't nothing going on there. Don't start your internet rumors. She's starting her journey at the end of March. Mine's the beginning of March. We spent a tremendous amount of time talking about walking and trekking poles. All right? Getting used to them. How to use them. Different things. People's like, well, shouldn't you know? Shouldn't that be the bare basics? Shouldn't you know how to use a trekking pole? Well, here's the thing. You gotta know everything that's in my bag right now. I've had to learn to use everything. Not just some of it. All of it. So, I even packed the thing wrong. If it wasn't for Miranda goes outside, I'd still be packing it wrong. So, I'm so appreciative of the people that's out there that's done this before me, the videos, and my subscribers, and your comments, your help, your constructive criticism, your motivation, we're gonna watch you. You know how much it motivates a 44-year-old, out of shape, bad health veteran from West by God, Virginia. You know how much it motivates me that when I read a comment and it says, we're gonna follow. There's my southern accent, folks. You finally got it. There you have it. There you go, Sparky. But you follow. You follow my journey. You know how much it motivates me? See, there's another one. Now, that's the same one that was down the other day. We was talking about during the video that we wish they'd leave it down because of the bikers. That's it. But you know how much it means to me when I have people that say, you know what, Jim, we're going to follow your journey as long as you're hiking, as long as you're preparing, we're going to follow. As long as you're out on the trail, we're going to follow. As long as it has to do with what you're doing right now, even beyond, we'll follow. You know how motivating that is? That is extremely motivating. And it's addicting. It's encouraging. It's amazing to read those comments. I go to bed answering comments. First thing I do when I wake up, after I use the restroom, TMI, get my cup of double Java, sit down. Very first thing I do, get on my YouTube and start responding to comments throughout the days, thinking of videos, responding to comments, doing research, responding to comments, looking at the analytics. I don't watch the numbers a whole lot because at this stage, that could be kind of a dangerous thing. So anyway, man, look at that. Don't that just takes your breath away, man. That looks like that yellow tree in the background, the snow in the front, and the trees in the front. Man, I wished I could paint like Bob Ross. God almighty. It's just beautiful. Anyway, in saying that, you know, it leaves my track of thought sometimes when I see things when it's pretty like that. I apologize, but, you know, y'all are so motivating, and I'm so thankful. Now, occasionally, we do get that one person that I just have to block their comments, and I have been. And I ain't gonna bring none of them up. I ain't gonna give them the stage. We ain't giving them no attention. We just let them roll. But when I started this, I had no idea that this YouTube community and that this YouTube channel would be doing as good as it is. Now, am I at thousands of viewers? No. Am I at thousands of subscribers? No. As of this video, when I stepped out of the car, I'm at 70 subscribers. 70. So, you know, thought I heard somebody. So, in saying that, you know, I 70 subscribers. I'm not at the thousands, not even in the hundreds. I'm at 70 as of starting this trail today. I'm appreciative of those 70. I'll be appreciative if I make 1,000. I'll be appreciative if I make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000, 100,000. I will always try to answer as many comments as I can as it grows, if it grows. I'm going to try to stay connected because you folks mean something to me. You mean something to me. You motivate me. You make me want to get up off the couch, come out here, walk, earn it. Earn it. Not that it be given, earn it. I read an article and watched a video. You could be uploading too many videos and posting too much, and it could be killing your channel. It could be. You know, is it realistic to try to get a video a day posted? Probably not. But in saying that, this is what we're trying to do. I feel like when I'm out on the Appalachian Trail, I'm not going to talk so much on the videos. I'm not going to have time to. We're going to do time lapses, sections. We're going to have a few minutes in the morning for wake up, 3 to 5 minute blurb about what we're doing for today, a few minutes for lunch, a 1 to 3 minute blurb on where we're at and walking at lunch, dinner time, a few minutes, set up camp, and close out with how we did each day, how we feel, and going from there. We're going to try to keep the Appalachian Trail videos 15, 20 minutes, and then do some time-lapse videos some days too, where it's just time-lapsed of the trail. I feel like I talk too much on the trails. But at least you don't got to stare at my ugly mug the whole time. Because, dang, Shrek, you're ugly. You know what I mean? I'm like Shrek. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. YaKnow definitely has layers. We're trying to work some of those layers off. And I'm not as funny as I think I am. I just am. So, today's a good hike. Today's just a good hike. It's starting to warm up a little bit, so that's good. But that's just where I'm at. So don't think I'm coming at you folks or I'm attacking, because I'm not. I'm very appreciative. Very thankful. Very thankful. And, yeah. So, nobody has commented yet, how do I get that dang phone on the end of this freaking trek pole? Drop that in the comments. Help me figure that out. I know there's people that do it. I just want to know how to do it. I've tried something. It didn't work for me. I need to make that work. So, yeah. Also, drop on there. I'm looking for a bag that I can put my ramen noodles in, per se. Pour my hot water in, let them soak, and be able to eat. Or if I have something I want to put in the bag to heat up, I can when I'm on trail. Drop that in the comments. I appreciate it. If I can't find nothing. So, go from there. And we're all the time saying, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the thumbs up. But something I feel like I don't do enough of is say, please share our channel. Share it with your friends, families, neighbors, co-workers, whatever. Share our channel. Help us grow. Help us support the channel. It's not about monetization with me. It's about having a community around me. Because the days are coming when we'll be out there. People feel awful alone. All we'll have is this camera and talk to you. So there's a gentleman or some subscriber. I said gentleman. I apologize. I don't know. But there's a subscriber here to the page. You put a comment on one of my videos. You say we. Who's we? Me and you, brother. Me and you, sister. It's us. We. We're in this together. All right? You support me, and I'm supporting you. You support me on my walks. You're giving me motivation, encouragement. You're watching the videos. You're supporting the channel. I'm trying to give you the best views, the best whatever I can today. And every day. This has now become my life. What started out as a simple hobby and an idea, and even before that, what started out as a fascination, has turned into an obsession, has turned into more than a hobby, more than a job, more than a career. It's a lifestyle. It's a change. I'm feeling healthier. I'm getting stronger every day. I can feel myself losing weight every day. And I couldn't do it without you folks. I could not. And that's my emphasis here. So we'll quit rambling on about that. I don't want to give myself or yourself, none of us need big heads, but it's nice to know that you're appreciated. You know what I mean? So we could have already been done this trail like 5 minutes ago. If it wasn't winter, slick, cold. We're just wanting to make sure we get some good training in. And then even after the video, we are going to walk the park a couple laps, even after the video's gone and done, because I just want to make sure I'm getting some miles in, and it'll be safe for me to do so there, as we're going to be just about done with this journey today. And I could go at a faster pace. It's all about enjoying yourself. That's another area. Maybe one day we'll do a video on is talking about taking your own hike. Hike your own hike. You know, I was so worried about my pack weight. Let's talk about it now. We got time, hell. I was so worried about my pack weight and stressing over all of this stuff. And I get my water in here, I get all my gear in here and everything I have, and I put it on my back. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it feels better hiking with the weight than it does without the weight. And I can't explain that. I don't understand it. It just does. I feel so much better hiking with the weight than without the weight. It's just a personal deal. Maybe I'll feel different after a few hundred miles, right? So probably will. But for now, it is what it is. But, you know, I was so worried about, do you bring underwear? Do you not bring underwear? Do you bring a bidet or toilet paper? Is it okay to have dude wipes, or is it okay to have baby wipes or no wipes at all? You know, is it more easy to cold soak your food, or at least to have one warm meal a day? Should I do instant coffee? Should I do tea? Should I not do either? Should I just drink water? Should I choose Element? Or should I do, you know, Gatorade or something else like that? There was all these little things that played in to me walking the trail. Lady with the dog's probably make another lap. She probably will overlap me today. That's fine. I don't care. We don't care. You know, that's something else. Worried about pace. It's like, man, I get on the treadmill and I start off with a, you know, kind of a decent thing. Then I crank that bad boy up to, you know, 3.5, 3.9, 4, something like that. And then eventually bring it back down, has all the in towards, you know, 2.9, 2.5, whatever. And then I get out here in the woods. I walk a much slower pace sometimes, but I enjoy it. I'm still walking as long as I'm moving forward. Does it take me more time? Yeah. Am I gonna hit them 10 miles before 10? Probably not. Unless I get up at 2 in the morning, baby. But, you know, in saying that, move at a snail's pace for a reason, right? It's not because I'm out of shape, because I am. It's not because my health is bad. It's getting better. It's because it's my hike. You know, I worry about my pack weight and all that. I don't worry about it now. I'm over the fear of it. I got my weight where I want it. I know there's still food to come. I know there's a few little things here and there I would like to add. They're lightweight. I don't worry about it now. I don't worry about the whole, should you wear your puffy or not wear your puffy while you're walking in today? Don't worry about it. Poncho versus kilt versus rain jacket. I don't worry about it. I'm over those fears. I'm over those questions. I appreciate people's input on them. But it's my hike. It's your hike when you go out and hike. I think the hardest thing headed in so far to this Appalachian Trail hike for me thus far, mentally wise, the rest of this is all uphill, so we'll be making several little stops. Mentally wise, the one thing that's hard on me mentally wise when it comes as a beginner is these darn people that make these freaking negative videos. Well, like I watched one this morning. If you start out in March, here's the numbers. Just about everybody, statistically, who starts out in March quits in one of these 3 places. So, just to let you know that if you start out in March, chances are you're going to quit. And this is why. Watch my video. Blah, blah, blah. Why the heck you gotta do that? When you know the majority of people are starting to march. So what? You started your thru hike in January, froze your giblets off, started in February, froze your niblets off. Even in March it's gonna be cold and weather. I get it. But why? Why are you putting it out there? And then another video. Well, I understand it's 2025, but in 2017, it was negative 15 degrees and wind chill in the Smokies, and I had to do setups and push-ups and jumping jacks to stay alive. Listen, you don't got to do those videos. We know the dangers. We don't need constantly reminded of the damn things. Another guy. The things you never do on the Appalachian Trail. You don't whistle at night. Somebody calls your name. You keep your mouth shut. Blah, 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 blah. Listen. Shut the hell up. Quit making those videos. Hell about that. But we'll take a little break right up here at this little tree. Right there. Because we're almost there anyway. But get some views of the snow. I know I've talked and rambled this whole time. But why do you have to make those damn videos? Why? What the hell? Let me teach you an old, maybe it's just a West Virginia thing, I don't know. Let me teach you an old Southern, West by God, Virginia hospitality trick. You ready? If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Some of you ain't watched Bambi, and by God, it shows. So, there you go. You had a horrible childhood. But, woo, almost to the end. Starting to get a little bit warm. Our base layer starting to get a little bit of sweat to it. Technically, probably should drop the puffy by now. But we're almost at the end anyway. So, but yeah, hike your own hike. Do your thing. And don't worry. If I could go tell myself 2 years ago when I started this journey, there's one thing I could tell Jim, your boy YaKnow. There's one thing I could tell myself 2 years ago was don't worry. It's going to all come together. Even though you're not there, the trail provides. And it does. It's providing. It's talking. It's teaching. It's learning. And the trail provides such an education. What to do, what to wear, what to have, what not to have, etc. So, yeah. So, up this little hill, and we've gotten us a nice little winter hike on. Start out 25 degrees. My phone says it's 28 degrees now. So it's went up a whole 3 degrees. We'll take it. It's supposed to be a high of 30, 31. And then tonight back down in the 20s. No more snow tonight though. And throughout the week, heat back up in the 60s. Some places even 70s. Just not here. So, but here it'll be in the 60s. And hopefully we can get that elevation climb on in our video this week. Everywhere I go, there's a big hill there. Everywhere I go, there's a big hill there. Big hill. Too damn steep. Why don't you leave me alone? Why don't you let me go home? A little bit of military. Improvised cadence work. All right. So, we've made it. Full gear. All the way back around to where it all began. The car. So with that being said, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit it. Give me a thumbs up. Thanks for listening to the rambles of AKA your boy YaKnow, right here on Take a Hike with Jim, as we prepare for our 2026 Appalachian Trail Thru Hike. And we're going to do it together. And we're going to have a great time doing it. It's not about a vacation. It's not about camping. It's not about hiking. It's about the journey. In the words of Steve Tyler from Aerosmith, life's a journey, not a destination. Told you I can't sing. My acting skills are even worse. So, anyway, if you don't mind, please hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like the videos. And if you know, we'll see you next time right here on Take a Hike with Jim. Now, you, personally, one last favor, just about forgot. How could I forget? Take a hike, would you?